Hi, Mark Diaz for 2danimation101.com. In this lesson, we are going to compose a scene quickly with the bonus package content. To get the bonus package, just go to reallusion.com. Okay, I'm right here. Log into your account and then go to my account. From there, choose registration. Okay, from all those icons, choose registration. Then click on download for your current product, CrazyTalk Animator Pipeline. And from all those downloads, you can click on CrazyTalk Animator Bonus Pack. In here, you will download all the bonus content, all the bonus animation, the bonus characters, the bonus scene, everything. And also, I suggest you download the resource pack and the pipeline template. In here, you will have all the templates for the Photoshop characters. So you can rig them very, very easy with just putting all those points in place, okay? You download that right here, the pipeline template and tools and CrazyTalk Animator bonus pack. Once you have the bonus pack, you have access to more animations, okay? You have the regular animations and then you have the bonus human animation, okay? I'm gonna be using some of those, so I recommend you download them if you want to follow along. Okay, now let's create a scene, okay? If you want to do this really, really quick, you can just double click. For example, let's create the park. I can just double click on the park right here, and I have a scene already made for me. I can zoom out and I can move around the camera, okay? And that's a scene. Now, personally, I didn't like this scene, and so I created my own version of this scene. Let me tell you how. I'm going to undo. Actually, I can undo, or I can go to Scene Manager and select the scene and delete it. Okay? Let me go back to Content Manager, and then instead of scene, I'm going to select prop. Remember, the Content Manager has everything that animators and designers made for you, so to save you a lot of time. Okay? You can have actors, animation, scenes, special effects, props, and animations for elastic motion. Okay? So now I'm going to choose prop, and in here, I'm going to select park. Okay, I have all the elements of the park. What do I want? Do I want a golden hour time with like a sunset, maybe yellow, right? For that, I'm going to use version 2 and maybe use, instead of ground park 1, I'm going to use ground park 2. Now, careful. If I have this object selected in the workspace and I double click on ground park 2, it's going to make a switch between whatever I have selected in the workspace and whatever I clicked in the Content Manager. So let me undo, Control Z. I'm going to deselect everything by clicking in an empty space, then double click on ground park. Now I can resize it and put it right there. Okay? Now I'm going to deselect, double click on the mountain. The fountain. Oops, didn't deselect. Click on an empty space there. Double click on the fountain and make it a little bit smaller. Like that. Look how easy I'm doing everything. Then click away, add one cloud, make it bigger and larger. And so let me fast forward this. As you can see, this is super simple. I deselect, double click on the element I want from the Content Manager, then reposition and scale it in the workspace. Now, check this out. This is very interesting. This tree I want it behind the bench, right? Let me show you a very, very quick trick. You can just select the bench, right? And move it forward by scrolling in the mouse wheel. Look, I scroll up and I bring it forward. I scroll back and I bring it back behind the background. Or I can also click and drag on this little arrow, okay? If I click and drag there, I can bring it forward or backward. Whichever you choose. I prefer to just click and use the mouse wheel to do it very, very precise. And then maybe some trees in the foreground, right? I can either click and drag and change any of the objects here. For example, switch that tree for this one. Let me undo. Or drop it in an empty space to add it to the scene, okay? And this, I want to bring it very, very close to the camera. Let me see if I'm liking it. Yes. Now to add some parallax, maybe rotate it. To add some parallax, I can have the background way back to have a clear sense of how the scene is doing. I can switch to the 3D. I'm going to introduce you to some of the tools in the top panel. To the 3D view, okay? I can click here, and now, check this out. I hold Alt, and then it works exactly the same. Alt and click with both buttons, and click and drag. Alt and click and drag. But now, if I hold Alt and then right-click and drag, I rotate, okay? I'm rotating around the selected object. So let me select, for example, the bench, and now I rotate around the bench. I can bring it a little bit forward, and I want to bring the background way back like this, and the ground also way back. Not behind the sky, I want it in front. And the clouds also need to be in position. I can hold Control, select the other cloud, and bring this back. Right? And now I switch to the frontal view, and I might need to make some adjustments because remember, this is the screen, okay? And so I have some empty space right here, so I need to adjust the size of the sky, and I also have some empty space right here, so I need to adjust the size of the ground. There. And now I have a more interesting perspective, you see? Now if I zoom in, it looks very, very interesting. And so, as you can see, it's very, very easy and very quick to create your scenes. You just click and drag and use every single element. Why can you do this so fast? Because remember, the team at Reallusion invested their time and hard work to create all of these assets for you. We didn't create them. Somebody did them. Who? Well, the team at Reallusion. And so this is how you take advantage of it. You can either select a complete scene or you can create your own. Every scene here can be created part by part. For example, for the conference room, you can go, instead of importing the whole scene, you can go to prop and then select conference room, and you have all the elements in that scene. Okay? So that's how you take advantage of the hard work done by the Reallusion team. Now, in the next lesson, I'm gonna show you how to do quick character animation using bones. Okay? See you in the next lesson.